Welcome to Know the Truth. Today we are going to talk about India and BRICS. India is the founding member of this organization and it has participated in all of its activities, initiatives, engagements. And PM Modi is set to visit Russia for BRICS Summit on 22nd and 23rd October. The theme of the summit this year is actually strengthening the multilateralism for just global development and security. The world is now emerging in a multipolar dimension, and it's a good development because it's going to balance the power between the Western and the Eastern nations. And the focus this year in BRICS is going to be the integration of new BRICS members into BRICS cooperation mechanism, then strengthening the economic cooperation, promoting cooperation for energy and food security, healthcare and youth and exchanges. So these are some very good motives this year. And this is one of the best news. The good news is that India and China, they have agreed on disengagement along border ahead of BRICS summit. Now, the solution to any problem is discussion and debate. You have to sit together on the table and come up with some solution. So this is a good move by both the nations wherein they have decided to resolve the conflicts in a peaceful way through discussion and debate. And obviously it's going to develop a new era of cooperation between the Asian nations. Now, this is one of the initiative of the BRICS this time, that is the new BRICS currency. And the BRICS, they are all set up to come together and formulate a BRICS currency, which is expected to directly challenge the supremacy of the US dollar. Now, India is little bit skeptical about this move, but we have to see how India is going to balance its approach with the BRICS nations and with the in the other organizations, like G20, Quad, and all that, because India want to maintain relations with both Asian nations and the Western nations. So it's going to be a treat to watch India's move on all these strategies. Now, why BRICS currency is important? Because this is going to help each of the member nations to establish economic independence. In the era of Western sanctions, it has become very important for these nations, and this is how they are trying to compete with the existing financial system, wherein there is domination of dollar. So this move is towards de-dollarization. If we see and discuss about the domination of dollar in the international market, you can see the facts. 90% of the international transaction is dominated by the US dollar. So in case if there is any sanctions from West towards any nation, they face a lot of financial problems. Even today, 100% of the oil trading, it is done via US dollars. Although, over 2023, around 1/5 of the oil trades have shifted to non-US dollar currencies. And if the BRICS currency does get established, it is likely to lead to a decline in demand for the dollar. And this will be a move, a push towards potential de-dollarization. Now, this is going to somewhat worry USA. And the nations which have good relations with USA, they have to see how they are going to decide their move on this aspect and how they are going to maintain the balance between the Eastern and the Western world. Now, there's a global market shift. An alternative to the dollar could lead to emerging companies increasingly trading in the BRICS currency. And this could further diminish the dollar position as a dominant reserve currency. So this is a move of, we can say, Eastern powers towards the domination of Western powers, and the way they sanction unilaterally financial sanctions they do towards the nations. Now, the scope of bilateral meetings. As we have already discussed that India and China have come up with some positive moves. So Although it is not officially declared, but there are going to be some meetings on the sidelines of BRICS. And India is going to have bilateral meeting with other nations also. And Russia is a very good ally. So obviously we're going to have bilateral meeting with Russia. If we see Vladimir Putin's reaction, recently in an address to the media, he praised Bollywood movies. Now, this was a very interesting information. And in the upcoming bilateral meeting with India, he is going to take initiative for a marketing push and regulation for Bollywood. Bollywood movies are quite admired and appreciated in Russia from long back, and there's a dedicated channel towards playing Bollywood films in Russia day and night. And not only about Bollywood movies, there are going to be some collaborations in automotive and pharmaceutical field also. So on the whole, India's participation is going to be on very positive lines, and India's strategic planning and regarding foreign affairs is really very excellent nowadays. And these moves are going to bring some positive results in the world financial system. So, this is all from my side today. Thank you very much.